Welcome back to Cause 3D. Today we're going to fix a Camtono. As many of you know, when you buy a Disney Camtono, you sometimes have the problem of a door doesn't open. And today we're going to dive into it and we're going to figure out why that is, and I've got a fix for you, so let's get right to it. We're going to dive in and find out why this Camtono does not open here in the front door. And it's a pretty simple fix, believe it or not. And I'm going to link some files that you can go to Thingiverse and download. It's a part that breaks inside here. And the first thing we have to do is we've got to unscrew the top. And unfortunately, between my two cameras here, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get a very good shot of it. But there are 4 screws that are up in here in the top in each panel. So the first thing we have to do is to be able to get to the 2 screws over here. And to do that, we have to release this side. And it's not a simple thing, but there is a post in there that you push up, and hopefully, maybe we can get it in camera, but it's right here, this post. You have to push that post up, and you have to finagle it just a little bit to get that door to release. Now, that is our broken door, so we are going to now go in underneath, and there are 4 screws. There are 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here coming in from underneath, and we're going to locate those and unscrew them. All right, so we've got the we've got the top unscrewed, and it simply lifts off. Now you got to be careful. There are some wires that are attaching this, so we don't want to pull those wires out. And once we get in there, we're going to see that this particular part is actually flipped the incorrect direction. And this should actually be there, but what happens is there is a stopper that is on that piece, and let's see if we can get some focus here. And it is this tiny, tiny little pin that is the culprit here. This tiny little pin is what breaks off and allows these to go all the way down. So we just have to replace this part. To do that, we just unscrew the part. Be mindful not to lose these screws like I just did. We take that screw out, and we're going to set over here to the side, and then this just slides off. You want to very carefully remove the spring that's on it. Now, that piece is our culprit, and hopefully we can see here in the camera that the pin, the stopper pin, has actually popped off of this piece, and who knows where it is. It might be somewhere floating around in here. But we're going to install a new piece, and like I said, I've got files on that I will link in the description. So we're just going to re-loop that spring on the receiving horn, slide that back in there, and now we're ready to reinstall our retaining screw. And this whole process only takes a couple of minutes. So let's get that screw in there nice and snug. Let's make absolutely sure to tight that that still moves. All right, we've got good movement on that. There we go, now we got some spring back to it. So now we just flip this back over, keeping our wires over here all together, and let's reline this back up with the receiver here. Nope, I lied to you. It goes right here on this upper edge. There is an upper edge that's right there that actually receives that. And now we are just going to re-drop our screws back up in the top here. So just to be on the safe side, I've only installed 2 of the screws. We're going to lock our Camtono back up. We're going to put in our not so secret code, and we're going to make absolutely sure that all 3 of the doors still lower. So it does. So I'm now prepared to go ahead and put the rest of my screws back into my Camtono. Now, as many of you know and have probably purchased our organizers here, these are on sale on our Etsy store, and this one in particular I've painted black. They normally come silver, and if you haven't purchased one of these yet, you might want to grab one. These just help you organize your parts, and just slides in just like that, and it's in there pretty good. It doesn't go anywhere, but that's a simple, easy fix on your Camtono part. Like I said, I will link the replacement parts in the description if you want to print one yourself. If you don't have access to a printer, you can always reach out to us, and we can arrange to get you some replacement parts. These things are a great design, but that one tiny little design flaw just makes it very disappointing when you get one and the door doesn't open. So hopefully you guys learned something today. We appreciate your time watching the video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.